In this video, I will show you all the different ways to obtain the best passives in the game. This includes all the rainbow passives. I will also show you how you can combine these together to make the process so much better. The first method is Dr. Brawn, which spawns from random events around the world. When it comes to locating Dr. Brawn, I like to use this dungeon at coordinates 92 minus 449. This is because there's 2 event spawns just outside of this dungeon. When you enter and exit a dungeon, all the pals in the area will respawn. This has a chance to trigger an event to happen. Once Dr. Brawn is located, make sure you have your Ring of Mercy equipped and get him down to 1 HP. Then you will have a higher chance of capturing him. Once captured, you can then summon out a pal and talk to him. He can then work his magic and change that pal's passives. He can also give your pals bad passive skills, so don't use your best pals. This can only be done once a day, that's why we must combine other methods together to make it more consistent. For the second method, we will be capturing pals, but not just any pals. You want to capture something that's low level and are in abundance, like these pals located at coordinates 214 minus 344. Another example is the Godfins located at coordinates 146 minus 184. Doing this, you will obtain a bunch of different passive skills that will also be helpful in other ways, like the Stronghold Strategist, which increases your player's defense. Once you have the passive skills you want, head on over to the Palworld database. This website is in the description. From here, you can see all the different types of breeding chains. So, for example, say I have a Godfin, but I want the passives on an Anubis. I can see which pals to breed to pass on the passives to Anubis. When it comes to getting the best passive skills onto legendary pals, then your best bet is to breed. When breeding for new passives, you want to try have 0 passives on your breeding pals. This is because when you breed pals, they obtain new random passives. Sometimes they will learn 1 new passive skill, sometimes they will actually learn 4 new passive skills. So having 0 passive skills increases your chances of obtaining the passive skills you want. Every day you still want to capture new legendaries, you can even increase your pal spawn rate so 3 of them spawn at a time to further increase your chances, but be careful doing so as the fight will become much more difficult. For the fourth method, we will be using Yakumos, as they can pass on their passive skills onto newly captured pals. I believe it's best to have 2 passive skills per Yakumo, as this increases your chances of obtaining the passives you want. This means it's best to have 2 Yakumos with the passives you want divided between them. Then you can simply use them Yakumos to obtain all the passives you need onto your desired pal. This will allow you to just breed the pals together until you obtain a pal that has all 4 passive skills. Using all the methods I just mentioned, we can combine them together to obtain the best passives at a much quicker rate. I like to start the day off with using Dr. Brawn just to see if I can get lucky. While I have pals breeding, I go out capturing a bunch of pals to increase my chances. After 30 minutes, you will have all 20 eggs available to hatch. Hatch all the eggs, and if you don't obtain the passive skills you want, go back out into the wild and start capturing pals again. If I have a Yakumo with the passive skills I want, then I skip the breeding process and just capture the pals I need with that Yakumo. Remember to turn your Yakumo's behavior to neutral so they don't accidentally kill the pal you're trying to capture. I hope this gives you a better understanding on how to obtain all the best passive skills in the game. If it did, smash that like button and hit subscribe so you never miss out on future Palworld content. Speaking of Palworld content, you can click here to view my Palworld playlist, which is full of content to help you with all your Palworld needs.